So hopefully you've watched your welcome video. Now I want to take a few minutes and go over some of the items in the syllabus with you. So just below this video you'll find a link for your syllabus. If you would please open that. And of course the main information is at the top telling you what the course is and that this is a summer course. It is an online or e-learning course that is available through Canvas. My contact information is here. I do check my email very frequently, and I ask that you email me through Canvas and not your Gmail account. That way I always know who you are and what course you are referring to. The contact information is here. My office number 1747 in Building 17 on the Pensacola campus. My phone number as well as the contact information for the department heads are listed as well. My office hours vary each week because I am the Phi Theta Kappa advisor and the only one that works in the summer. So I will have several things going on with them. So please email me or call if you wish to schedule an appointment to come in and talk with me. However, if you're just on campus and you want to drop by and see if I'm in, you're always welcome to do so. Course information, pretty straightforward. It tells you what we're going to cover, just an overview. There is also a co-requisite of the AMP1 lab that goes with this course. If you have not already completed that, you should be registered for one of those as well. And then in big bold writing here, I have this course requires online testing using either Respondus Lockdown Browser, or if you would rather do so, you may take your exams in one of the testing centers on campus. This means that either way, you will take an online exam. You can do so from your home computer using the Respondus Lockdown Browser, which will lock your computer and record you as you take your exam, or you may come into the testing center and take a proctored exam on site. Required text and software, I only require that you have the Mastering A&P Access Code. That is an online homework and study system through the textbook publisher. You will have to have an access code to get into that. That is a required part of this course. 100 points for the semester will come from your online homework. So through the bookstore or directly from the publisher's website, you can purchase that access code with the textbook or with the e-text. I don't require that you have a textbook. However, many students do like having that textbook. I'm going to give you exams on the lecture content we cover, but the textbook is a good resource to help reinforce that information. Again, though, keep in mind you must have the Mastering A&P code in order to access the mandatory homework for the course. I do ask that you have a computer with high-speed internet so that you can complete this course successfully. There are many computers on campus that students have access to, but I caution you not to use that as your only way to complete this course. Simply not having availability to a computer, or your computer has malfunctioned, or you got a virus, or your computer is not compatible, or the internet goes out. None of that is a valid excuse for not completing the work in an online course. Make sure that you do have a high-speed internet connection and that that internet connection is stable prior to beginning anything that will be graded. Canvas does support mobile devices for basic functions. However, it's a good rule of thumb that if it is to be graded, don't use a mobile device. Sit down at a computer. You can progress through this course early. However, you cannot get through it late. So Mastering A&P, homework, and your exams must be completed by the due date. You can complete the exams and the homework prior to that date, but you cannot submit it after the date has passed. Late submissions will not be accepted. Here you have information about the e-learning course companion site. This, of course, is the Canvas site where this is located and where you'll find all of your content. What you can do with Canvas, of course, the PowerPoints will be there for you. You'll always have a copy of your syllabus, be able to contact your instructor and your classmates. The grade book will be up to date with the exception of the Mastering A&P. I don't have that feed into the grade book until the end of the semester so that any adjustments that need to be made can be done so prior to those grades coming in. This is an online course and it is a summer course. This is going to require that you put in a good bit of work outside of the time that you spend watching videos. If you were coming to class, you would come for lecture twice a week, and then you would need to spend time outside of that learning the content, studying and engaging with the content. The same thing goes for an online class. You're going to have to put in the time that you would be coming to class in addition to extra study time. In a summer class, we will move through the content very quickly. Don't get behind. It's very difficult to get caught up. It's also your responsibility to check e-learning and to check your email. I do email frequently, especially at the beginning of the semester, to remind you guys when things are coming up. If something does need to change, I send out emails through Canvas, so be sure that you do keep a check on that email. I would have it come directly to your mobile device, and that way you get the updates because you know you're going to have your phone with you, right? All right, test and assignments, homework assignments. As I mentioned, you must have an access code for Mastering A&P that comes with the textbook. If you purchased a textbook and you didn't get a mastering code, you may either purchase one directly from the publisher's website, from Pearson Publishing, or you can check with the bookstore and purchase one there. It does come with a temporary 14-day access, so if you're waiting for financial aid to come through or you need to wait for a paycheck, you can get in and do some homework. However, after that temporary access expires, if you do not purchase the code, then all of the work that you have done will go away. Homework will be available for each chapter. You will access that through Canvas by going right over here and clicking on My Labs and Mastering. That will take you directly into the content that I have prepared for you for each chapter. In addition to that, there are many, many study tools in there so that you can go in and engage with the numerous types of activities they have. There are quizzes, there are crossword puzzles, there are flashcards, there are interactive physiology, there are dissections in the PAL or Practice Anatomy Lab section, as well as models and images that will help you with your lab if you are taking that as well. Homework for each chapter is due the day before the exam. So, for instance, your first exam will be on chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe, with a little bit of information from chapter 24. Or it may just be 1, 2, and 3. Anyway, regardless, whatever that first exam due date is, your first set of homework is due the day before. So always check those deadlines. When you log into Mastering, you'll see a calendar, and the homework is posted on that calendar. Go ahead and set yourself some reminders in your phone so that you don't miss those deadlines. Remember, late work will not be accepted. Some exams may have extra questions or bonus opportunities built into those exams. Other than that, there will be no bonus or extra credit available for the course. Your exams will be given online through Canvas and require that you use the Respondus Lockdown browser. There's a link here for you to go directly and download that to your computer. Try it to make sure that you are able to access prior to the exam date. Make sure that you have all of your settings correct. If you have issues, please contact the student support desk here at the college so that they can help you work out those technical issues. Your exams are timed. Your final exam will have additional time. Your final exam will also be comprehensive, which means that it will cover the entire chapter's worth, the entire semester's content. So each module will have a 100-point exam, and at the end of the semester you will have a 100-point comprehensive final. The Mastering A&P is also worth 100 points total. So at the end of the semester, you will have the opportunity to earn up to 600 points. So you can see I use the standard grading scale. 90 to 100% gets you an A. If you score below 59%, you will receive an F. There are no makeup exams. If you should have to miss an exam, the final exam may be substituted for one missed exam grade. However, if you don't miss any exams, then I will use that final exam to replace your lowest test score. So be sure that you make those exams, get that on your calendars, make sure that you're able to take those so that you don't have to use that final exam to replace a 0. The final exam is due no later than August the 5th at noon. I will report attendance. Even though this isn't an online class, we have to report attendance in all classes every 2 weeks. The syllabus quiz will be the first opportunity for you to attend in this online class. So the syllabus quiz is due no later than 5/19 at midnight. If you fail to complete that quiz before that time, I will mark you absent unless you contact me and you have a reason for not completing that syllabus quiz on time. Again, every 2 weeks I will be submitting attendance. So if something comes up, for instance, we have a lot of military students here in Pensacola. If you have something that prevents you from accessing the course for a period of time, the most important thing you can do is to contact me and all of your instructors and let us know what's going on. And that way we can advise you whether it would be best for you to continue in the course or to withdraw. Again, the important thing is stay in touch with your instructors so we're aware of what's going on if you're unable to access your course for a period of time. Your withdrawal, you may withdraw from this course anytime before 7/11. After that date, I must give you the grade that you have earned in the class and include any 0s for missed assignments, tests, and homework. The last day for drop and add is May the 14th. So on the 13th and 14th, you can drop and add classes. After that point, you must withdraw. Makeup policy, there is no makeup policy. The final exam substituting for one exam is basically the makeup policy. So we've talked about that already. The important thing, again, contact your instructor and make sure that you keep me in the loop with what's going on with you. Also remember, because you do your homework and you schedule your test at your convenience, as long as you meet my deadlines, it is very, very rare for you to have an opportunity or not to have an opportunity to take those tests and do your homework on time. Cheating and plagiarism are both violations of the Code of Conduct here at Pensacola State College. If you are caught cheating on an exam, you will receive a failing grade and you will be reported to the Student Services. That actually happened this semester. Even though this is an online course, you are expected to maintain academic dishonesty. Do not give your instructors reason to suspect that you are not being honest on your exams. If you have a disability, it is your responsibility to contact the Americans with Disabilities Act office for Disabled Student Services here on campus. They will then contact me. You need to contact me after you contact them so that you and I can talk about any modifications that will be made and accommodations to help you be successful in this course. You must use your Pensacola State email or the Canvas email when you are communicating with me. I also ask that you use professional language and not text grammar when you communicate with me. And also make sure that in the subject line or in the text of your email that your course is shown. I have 9 courses this summer, and if you simply tell me you're in my anatomy class, well, that's not really going to help me identify where you're at in my classes, right? If you prefer to take the exams in the testing center, you need to let me know within the first week of classes so that I can make arrangements for the testing center to have that information for you. Otherwise, you show up at the testing center and they don't have the passwords to allow you to get into the test. Most students do prefer to take the test at home using Respondus Lockdown Browser. You can take the test on campus using Respondus Lockdown Browser as well. But again, if you prefer to test in the testing centers, you must notify me within the first week of classes. There is a lecture schedule on the following page that will give you information about the way that we will progress through this course. It is my intent to progress as the schedule indicates. However, very often there are times when something may come up, whether we have a weather delay or there is something going on with technology. Anyway, you guys know how it is. Life happens, right? So if anything does happen and we have to alter the schedule, from what I have prepared, then I will give you advance notice of that if possible and make any necessary accommodations that need to be made. So remember, this is an online course. We will progress through the content very, very quickly. In your content, you will have lecture videos to watch, just like if you were in class, I would be lecturing to you. Instead, you're going to do YouTube videos for that lecture content. It's recommended that you cover the first 2 chapters in the first week, and we will be testing about every 2 to 2.5 weeks. In some cases, it may be 3 weeks, depending on the content. Notice these exam dates. The exams open and then close about 3 days later. All the exams open at 8 a.m. and close 1 minute before midnight, except for your final exam on August, which is due on August the 5th by noon, not 1 minute before midnight. All right, so I think that covers everything on the syllabus, other than showing you a couple of days that the college will be closed. So on Monday, May the 27th, the college will be closed for Memorial Day, and Thursday and Friday, July the 4th and 5th, the college will be closed for Independence Day. So if you're coming onto campus for any reason during that time, make sure that you do keep those dates in mind, as the college will be closed. All right, so I think we're ready to go. Be sure that you guys go through all of the course information section, open everything, follow the directions. Once you have completed that, let me just go back out there for you right quick. So once you have completed everything in the course information session, you've read over your syllabus, you've watched the video, you've clicked on each of these links and gotten the information that you needed, then you need to click on this Syllabus Quiz, which will require that you have installed Respondus Lockdown Browser. This will give you an opportunity to be able to make sure that your computer is going to run the Respondus properly without waiting until a test is upon you, and then you find out that your computer's not working with it, right? So once you complete your syllabus quiz, I have one additional mandatory assignment, and that is that you watch a YouTube video on how to begin with the content. Your content, of course, is going to be divided into modules, and here you can see you're going to have PowerPoints and you're going to have YouTube videos. So when you watch this How to Start on the Content video, it will help you to get a little bit more prepared. Again, guys, remember, this is a summer semester. It will go very, very quickly. You need to start immediately, and please don't get behind. But know I'm always here to help you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and contact me. I hope you all do well. Good luck this semester, and I'll be back in touch with you soon.